Whenever you're ready, you give me a thumbs up. I will get it all set. And again, wait, let me make sure that we're all muted here. I'm having a problem muting from my, oh, you know what? Jenny, I made you the host. Can you mute everybody? Be the host right now.
I'm already recording, so go ahead.
Okay. All right. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. It is, Tuesday, October 25th. And Jenny and I are so excited to share some of what we learned this past weekend. We had the opportunity to go to the leadership retreat, and this was the first time for both of us. So our brains are just full of all this great information, all the things that we want to bring back to you. So we thought we would put together a nice recap just to kind of share a little bit more about this experience, but also get into some of the substantive things, because I think when you do what we do, we have to constantly be evolving. And so what Beachbody has done is they've really looked at what's happened here and the different trends, and they've done a great job of sharing with us sort of the ways in which we are doing good and the ways in which we need to kind of shift back to the fundamentals of why we're all here. So before we get into that, I'm just going to share a couple of quick announcements. We have a PowerPoint, and I will go ahead and pull that up. Can everybody see that? Jenny, can you see that? Okay, she's on mute. Okay, so we are gonna roll into the announcements. First of all, thank you to everybody who's already registered for the Team Spirit competition. The registration is through October 30th. I think we've all posted about it on our team pages. But here's the really cool thing. As of right now, our larger upline team, Diesel Nation, who we're all registering with, we're in first place. And so having the most participants is a really big deal. I think we're around at 750 right now, and there's definitely some teams gunning for that. So we need everybody to register. If you have your husband's account, register your husband. There's a couple different categories where you can win. There's most Team Spirit, most participants, most Success Club points. And this is just a fun way for us all to kind of gather together and unite as a team in the month of November to push ourselves to do the best we can to help the most amount of people. So please make sure you're registered for Team Spirit. Okay, we have 7 days left in the month, okay? And I get it. It's hard this month, you guys. We actually talked about it at leadership. I think it was, and this was raised with corporate, that there's a combination of the Olympics happening, and then, let's be honest, with the election, there's less people on social media. It affects how people respond to the content that you're putting out there. And so what that means is it makes it a little bit harder. And you really have to dig in to not only share what you're doing and share your story, but also to initiate that action and to really connect with people this month and help them see. I did the math. We've got 9 full weeks starting on Monday. And again, we're getting into that time of the year where most people gain 5 to 10 pounds over the holidays. We want to reverse that trend, and we want to help people lose weight and have that extra accountability in November and December when it's a lot harder to stay on track. And so I am going to urge you, okay, to give it all that you have this month. We have 7 whole days. I'm going to post later tonight, Go for No. It's just going to be a fun, friendly competition that we're going to do as a team. So in No Limits Fitness, you're going to see a page that you can download, and I am challenging you to go for 100 no's over the next 7 days. So what that would mean is basically you are reaching out to your current customers, you are following up with people. It can be inviting to the coaching opportunity. Maybe you've had conversations and people are on the fence. What it works out to is less than 15 people a day. And I think if you do that, if you do the right activities, I don't think you're going to get left off that leaderboard. I think you're going to earn Success Club. So just a fun little challenge. I'm going to do I'm going to draw 2 names for all of the Success Club earners, and you're going to get some Beachbody swag. So I thought that would be a fun way for us to pull together. There are still a lot of people gunning for Success Club. Maybe you've helped 1 or 2 people, so it's just a matter of finding a couple more people to help. So I thought that would be a fun way. Like I said, it takes you initiating the contact and inviting them and letting them know now is the time before they get into the holidays and Thanksgiving to get rolling and to have some accountability. And then also in that thread, I'm gonna put the leaders on the leaderboard. I'm gonna put them on the spot and ask them to share what's been working for them. We're gonna share some scripts. So we really want to make this a collective team effort and help everybody get there. Okay, so leadership. Wow, leadership was incredible. I had the opportunity to go to the New Leader Conference earlier this year. That's something I want so many of you at in January of 2017. I know so many of you are gunning for it. This was definitely the most intimate event that I've ever attended with Beachbody. There were 400 or 500 coaches there maybe, and you really have the opportunity to have conversations and meet new people, and these are top coaches all over the country. Our trainers are amazing, and they were everywhere. Like, I got to talk to Autumn, had a couple opportunities to take pictures with her. I know the last night on the beach was very casual, but Joel and Jericho were there. They were at every event. They were mingling with guests. We just had the best time. We definitely felt like they were very much a part of the experience and very accessible. And I feel like with the trainings and the workshops we did, the overall theme really was just getting back to fundamentals and why we're here, why you started as a coach. It's really about owning your own journey, believing in yourself, showing up for yourself every single day, and then helping others and helping them get results. So what Carl talked about was really just personally experiencing the products with substance and passion. And he had this great 6 or 7 minute speech. I can share it on the team page, but it was about this box. And he was like, all the network marketing companies, they have this box, and typically there's really nothing in it. But what we want to do and what we have is so compelling and so substantive that even if the income side of it, of the coaching opportunity wasn't attached to it, people would still be compelled to be a part of what we're doing. They would still be attracted to what we do. And I think that holds true, absolutely, because I knew nothing about the business side. I just knew I believed in the products. I wanted to drink Shakeology and have it in my life every day. And that was compelling enough for me to say yes. And here I am 3.5 years later, and this is a business, and I want to help other people and pay it forward and help them do the same things that I've done. So I really think the theme was just about not getting caught up in the fancy stuff and, the recognitions and all of these shiny distractions. Understanding Success Club is a benchmark. Success Club is, it's a standard. If it's non-negotiable for you, of course you have to be hitting it every month. But it's really more about those important key activities, believing in yourself, believing in the products, wanting to help people, and that those things will flow. Although you will hit Success Club, you will be growing your business, you will be growing your income if you're focused on those areas. So really, we talked a lot about giving people an incredible challenge group experience, and I think Jenny is going to be going through that. And if you could check the mute, I don't know, Jenny, if you can see it, but I can hear somebody. Just if you have a chance, try to make sure that your phone is muted. Okay, and so that was an overall theme of leadership for sure. A couple more announcements. We all know, I hope, that Super Saturday is this weekend. If you're in Miami, it's on Sunday. Please get registered and please make the time and make the investment to be at these events. I know for Miami, we're doing an actual coach training there. We don't have a trainer that's going to be on hand. So that will be really wonderful. It's a great way for you to get together with your team, bring some challengers with you so they can get a feel for the culture and just get to the events. And I don't know if you guys saw that we have a new super trainer, Megan Davies. I believe she's from South Florida, which is really cool. So she's going to have a program launching in 2017. But if you go on to BOD, Beachbody On Demand now, there's a sample workout. So that's pretty cool. Another theme was that we are moving into the digital age, and that is going to continue to be a major point of emphasis. So they are making so many cool upgrades. They're giving us enhancements because they want more people plugging in to BOD. So I'll share a couple of those with you, but I just want you to know, you need to be talking about it with your customers. You need to be using it and showing that you're using it. If people have purchased a couple of programs, you can think outside the box and maybe have them sign up with a BOD challenge pack so they can really sample the extent of everything we have to offer, because it's just going to keep getting better. Something else that was mentioned is that, I don't know if you guys know, but if you're a 5-star diamond, you have this amazing VIP Star Diamond line customer support, and it's really helpful. Some of our diamonds are aware of this. We were able to get with people directly. They're the highest rated customer service reps, and it gets little issues ironed out very quickly. So yes. And so I thought Jenny was saying my name. And so one of the cool things that we've learned is that they're extending that, and they're going to have a special 1 to 4-star diamond elevated customer service line. So that's a little perk. If you are a 1-star through 4-star diamond, that is going to be coming, and that's a great thing. We also have a new apparel line that's going to be coming out, and it will be available to us at Summit 2017. This line is incredible. We got to walk through and see the display, and it's kind of like Lululemon quality products. And the apparel is cool, very, very cool. They're going to have footwear, and so they're going to be testing that out at Nordstrom. And this is just another way that Beachbody is thinking outside the box. They want to create more brand awareness, so they're creating a very, very visually appealing, high quality apparel line that will continue to expand our offering. So I thought that was pretty cool. Beachbody Health Bet was a major success. It drove our challenge packs in August, our challenge pack sales. And so overall, more than 100,000 people completed the challenge. And they had so many more health transformations. So it was definitely very successful. And I applaud everybody who ran a Health Bet challenge group from the challenge tracker. It was very easy to use, and we had a great time. Cafe Latte is coming to Canada. I don't know how many coaches we have in Canada, but hey, it's one more thing that is available to them. Okay, and then we started getting into the workshop trainings. And one thing that they pointed out was that if you are getting a bi-weekly call from your coach asking about your fitness progress and how you're doing on the program, they are going to they're going to have greater success. And so it's something that was emphasized to us. Guys, are you reaching out? Get your customers, get your clients on the phone. So that's something that I'm going to be implementing moving forward. And that was something that they recommended that we all start doing to give a more personalized touch and really get to know our clients. Okay, upgrades to the challenge tracker, and this might be BOD, I apologize. It's Beachbody On Demand, but you're going to be able to, it's all voluntary, and it's all included with the services, but you're going to be able to plug in all of your information, and then they're actually, BOD is going to give you a very customized experience where you can, it will recommend the best programs based on your goals. So that's just another way that they're looking to add to the customer experience and make it more customized to each of your customers. Okay, so they gave us sort of some stats on Fixate Yoga Retreat and the Yoga Studio. So the Beachbody Yoga Studio is just launched, but the Yoga Retreat is going very well with over 86,000 views. And of course, make sure you plug into Fixate. And then some things that are going to be rolling out come November 1st. There's going to be additional workouts with Country Heat, which is great. The 21-day fix is we're going to be doing some new, they're going to be adding some workouts to that. And then they're going to add additional content to Core de Force, which is awesome. So that will be a month after it launches. Okay, so let's see. We also have this very cool new branding opportunity. So Beachbody and Wahoo are joining together, and there's going to be a bundled product through Apple. Very, very cool stuff. So it's going to be available on apple.com and in 300 stores throughout the US and UK and Canada. And Apple is choosing us as a top 10 holiday gift, and that's going to be heavily advertised throughout the holiday season to help us in the first quarter, January, February, and March. So again, this is going to be huge brand exposure for us, and it's just another way to help us be more successful. So let's talk about Core de Force. Is everybody ready for October 31st?
Were you trying to tell me about your wings? They're broken?
Oh, hang on, let's see.
Sorry, someone got on, I just muted them.
Okay, they're muted. Okay, so Core de Force. We need to have a game plan. Hopefully everybody's already making the list. There's a short, 6-point launch plan that I will share with you guys that was shared by Monica Lopez. The point is you need to be ready, right? When it comes out on October 31st, you don't want to just say, oh, it's out, and not having done any work before, you're not going to have people hopping on to buy challenge packs. So you want to get the word out this week. Hopefully you participated in the sneak peek yesterday, which was awesome. And start sharing transformations, start talking about it. That is going to be huge, and that's really what's going to drive your November. Okay, so this is just the base kit. There's a deluxe kit available, and I like to get the deluxe kit because I like to have the extra workouts, but there are 3 agility ladder workouts, so that's what's going to be available. Let's see, and then we've got another opportunity, another social media contest all through the month of November. So they're giving out $1,000 a day, you guys. Why not work out and have your opportunity to win some money and get the word out about Core de Force? Just to do a 1-minute video, and you can load it up on Instagram or Twitter, and you include the hashtags Core de Force and contest, and they're going to be giving away $1,000 a day all through the month of November. So that's a great fun little challenge that we can do, and I know we really enjoyed it with Country Heat, and there were some awesome videos, so I know it got people fired up. And then thank you to everybody yesterday. So I don't know that they've given us the final numbers yet, but when you did the sneak peek for every full view, the workout had to be completed, they're donating $10 to Big Brothers Big Sisters. So I thought that was just a great way for Beachbody to raise some money for a great cause. So thank you. My news feed was blowing up with the previews and the sneak peeks. So that was awesome. Okay, so you heard the health bet was an amazing success. So we get to do it again. Again, it's going to help us drive what we're doing through the month of January. So what you want to do is you want to start getting people familiar and comfortable with using the Challenge Tracker app now, so that when January comes, everybody's a pro. You guys can crush this health bet. It doesn't say it on here, but Carl said it would.
On a different slide.
I'm on the health bet slide.
All I see is the BOD. I don't know if anyone else has seen that, but I've only seen the BOD one the whole time, so I don't know. Is that anyone else? Maybe it's just me, but I haven't seen you click through. No, it's not changing. No, nothing's changing. It's been on the 3 new content for the Country Heat and Core de Force.
Got it. Okay, so you haven't seen the last two?
I haven't seen any of them except for that one. So I just wasn't sure if you were trying to do that or I just wanted to let you know.
Okay. Tell me what you guys see.
I see the
Yes.
new content for the Country Heat, Core de Force, and the Fix, like the image of the workouts.
Yeah, because it's switching the slides here. Maybe if I go to, I'm going to go check out the chat. Let's see. What does the chat say? What time will the link be available, Lindsay, for Core de Force on the 31st? It usually takes about 1 p.m. It's usually available because they started around 9 a.m. West Coast time. Okay. Let's see. Slides have not changed. I'm so sorry, you guys. Let me see if I can figure this out. I'm going to maximize it.
Here we go. Now I see the health bet.
Okay.
Maybe that's why.
All right. So did you see any of the slides in the beginning?
No, I was like, I was trying to message you, but I was like, maybe it's.
Okay. I'm not going to go through everything again.
No, just catch up with the health bet. I mean, they can go back and see the PowerPoint. We can share that later, but at least.
These are actual slides from the presentations and the workshops, but it's got like the stats on the difference when you call people, and images of some of the enhancements that they're doing for BOD. Okay, so you've got the base kit that's going to be available, the deluxe kit. We've got the screen on the opportunity you have, the social media contest every day in the month of November, and the health bet. Okay, so Carl had mentioned to us that the pot will be over 2 million this time around in January. So you want to start getting, like I said, you want to start getting your clients comfortable with using the challenge tracker. If you like Facebook, that's great. But what I would suggest is also run a challenge tracker app, because not everybody's on Facebook every day. And so if you have somebody who likes the accountability and it's easier for them to use the challenge tracker app, you want to have them start using it and getting comfortable with it. Okay, so then we talked a lot about trends and shifts. And they talked about whether we were enrolling advocates and what that means. And what they found when Beachbody took a really close look at the numbers, because our volume from, I think it was May on, the past few months have been lower than projected. What they found was that there were so many more direct-to-coach enrollments because there has been such an emphasis on recruiting. And that what that has actually done is it has negatively impacted our business because we haven't gone through the right process. So what they found was that when somebody comes in and they're a customer and they have an experience with a program and they have a transformation and they then convert to a coach later on down the line, they have so much more invested, and they have belief in the products, and they stick around. It's the people that are I guess you could say, immediately sold on coaching and they go in quickly. There's not as much invested, and what they're finding is those coaches are not as likely to be there a year from now, and that the coaches who start as customers, have a transformation, and then convert, those are going to be the people who are more successful as coaches on the business side because they believe in what we do because they've already experienced it. So that was a real eye-opener, that corporate was telling us, guys, it's not about recruiting, and you can get so caught up in these crazy numbers. But if you think about it, if you want to mentor somebody and bring them in as a coach, that takes time. And so how many people can you really get to know each month to give them the attention that they need to have them set up for success? So we talked about creating a strong belief system, and how when you start out as a customer, you're a newbie and you're just getting some exposure to our culture, and then you participate, you complete a challenge, and you start to get, some results. And then you become an enthusiast because you love it. You feel great. So of course, naturally you want to talk about it. And then you grow into an advocate where you are telling people, you have to try this. This is what it's done for me. That is what leads to coaching. And so that's the ideal belief system that we want to be creating within our teams and in our challenge groups. Then we heard from Miguel Carrasco. He just blew it out of the water. And I'm going to post on No Limits Fitness an entire replay of all of the presentations, but Miguel's was very, very good. It was excellent. And he really just talked about how you have to invite in peak state and how you're going to start conversations that are meaningful, that lead to people participating in the challenge groups where you can have an impact and help them get results. And he suggested that you have 10 seconds to make a great impression, and that you should introduce yourself powerfully with a smile. And what he said was, I do not message somebody back. If somebody says they're interested, and typically it's like, hi, I'm interested, what's the price, or something like that, that he would respond with a voice message, and he would slow it back down because it's more personal, and it's more personable, and he would get to know them some more. So he would start asking questions, and he would say, let's schedule a time. When would you have about 15 minutes to hop on the phone so I can talk to you a little bit more about the goals you'd like to achieve? And that's how Miguel does his conversations and connecting with customers. Then it's about asking the right questions. So it's not just going into what the program offers without getting to know the person that you're talking to first, and understanding what their life looks like, their current level of fitness, what they like to do, what they enjoy, what are some of the things that have held them back in the past. And he really spent a lot of time going into, the better that you know somebody, what you're doing is you're establishing trust, and you're going to be able to plug them into the right kind of system that's going to meet their needs. And that's an excellent slide. So that will be available to you. Okay. So he talks about telling your story and just listening to the customer, that they will tell us what they want, and painting a picture of how their life is and what it could look like, and that you minimize objections by providing the details within your story. So once you have a better understanding of what is difficult, the challenges that they face, then you can compare it with your own story or somebody on your team. Maybe somebody's story sounds like one of your teammates, and you can talk about how this lifestyle change has worked for them. Okay, so I know I went a little long, but I kind of wanted to give you some of the substance of what we learned and what we took in. It was an incredible experience, being able to be there with our Diesel Nation leaders. And I got to meet probably 4 or 5 coaches from around the country that, I'm now connected with, that I can, I have no problems messaging them and asking them for help. And you just can't put a price on that. So it's something I want you guys to be aware of. This is not these kind of events are not for special people. We all have the ability to be at this level in this business. It's about your heart and what you want. And I think the best opportunity is to aim for the New Leader Conference in January. So by the end of the year, yes, you're going to have to be helping your coaches be successful, but know that, Beachbody wants us to succeed, and they're going to put together some incredible training. I know it, in January, and they're just going to keep getting better. So we just kind of have to evolve as the business has, and really, really get back to focusing on the basics. And I know Jenny's going to go into that a little bit more. Don't get distracted by the shiny things, and don't get discouraged. Just work on you. Christina Delgado, my coach, posted, first she did it on the Diamond page, and then she did it on her page, but she asked, would you like to be in a test group? And her thread blew up. Everybody wants to be in the test group, right? Everybody's like, me, pick me. And she's like, guys, we have the opportunity to treat Core de Force as our test group starting Sunday or Monday when you can order it. So I want to challenge you all to do that this upcoming month, with this new program Just go all in, jump in and focus on it, and be disciplined like you've never done before, right? Take it to the next level. I can tell you personally, I did that with the 21 Day Fix. I had never been really strict with my nutrition because I was a runner. So I was like, oh, I can eat whatever I want. That was the first time I put a lot of pressure on myself because I wanted my customers, I had about 20, 25 girls. I wanted them to have such a great experience. I knew I had to take it seriously. And I got great results and everybody was engaged, and that's what the process is supposed to be. So it always starts with us. You be your own test group participant. You know, we're going to have the No Limits Fitness test group. Let's crush Core to Force. Let's show up for each other every single day, because you better believe that trickles down into your energy on social media, and it trickles down into your challenge groups. And what that does is it's going to be creating belief within your challengers, that they can do the same. And so I just want to challenge you all to do that. I'm sorry. Let me, I think I might have lost the PowerPoint for a second there. Jenny, can you see it now?
I can, but it's back to the beginning.
Yes. Okay. So I am going to get us set up. That was it for my end. Jenny's going to cover the second part of leadership. And I just want to mention that Carl talked, I think he opened and closed with this. He said, everybody needs to have a book. And it's going to have all of the transformations. And it doesn't matter if you're a brand new coach or you've been here 2 years or 3 years, but page 1 needs to be your story. And it doesn't have to be this drastic physical transformation. You can write a story, but you need to have a collection of the stories and the lives that are being impacted by what you do as a coach. And you need to be sharing that, because at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. We have this blessing to show people that their lives can look differently. And so we need to be more forthright about that. And we need to create our books. I thought that was awesome. So Jenny is going to take it over from here. Let me find the right PowerPoint and then I will get you set up, Jenny.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Kara. Great job. As she mentioned, it was an amazing weekend. I know you saw us blowing up your feed with our pictures and how much fun we were having. But what I liked the most about it was what Kara had mentioned, was that it wasn't so jam-packed. We were able to relax a little bit. We were able to meet new people and get to know them. It's not anything like Summit where you're just go, 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 go the whole time. So it was really nice to be able to absorb all the information, chat with other coaches about it, and then have a good time too. And I will say that, you know, I was a little nervous going. It was our first one. Although I obviously knew Kara and some of the Diesel Nation team, I was really intimidated because I'm like, these are top coaches. Like, these are big time 5-star and up. And I was just a little nervous about, am I good enough to be here? Like, what is this going to be? You know, but everyone was very welcoming and the information provided was incredible. The speakers were awesome. You'll see the replays because they'll obviously bring a lot more energy than I can bring you, but I'm going to try to give you some of the tidbits. There was a lot of information the last 2 days, so it's pretty heavy. So I'm going to try to breeze through some of it for you guys so you can get a taste of it. But I felt like they all hit it on the spot. Like, they all were talking to every single one of us. There was a lot of times that I was like, ooh, yep, I feel like that. Yep, I'm doing that. Yep. So it was like very direct, but it was stuff that kind of needed to be said, I feel like. So it was just the perfect timing for a lot of these trainings. And when I heard the topics, like, they were talking about challenge groups. And I'm like, seriously? We're talking about challenge groups with this leadership conference? So I was kind of like, really? But when they started getting into the meat of it, I was like, oh, that makes sense. And it was like new energy and new ideas and just kind of what Kara said, getting back to the core of the business and not being so distracted by the fame and the recognition and all that. So, because they obviously want us to be successful, but they don't want us to be like just, it's quality coaches, not quantity. They don't want us just pulling in hundreds of coaches like some of these top coaches do. Pulling in 30, 40 a month. They want you to pull in quality coaches that you can work with one-on-one and you can train them and they can learn the business and do what we do. So that was a core focus. Okay, so oops, did I just do something?
Was it on the right page, your first slide?
Yeah, it should have been the challenge group start to finish, but now it went back to like the very beginning. I don't know if I did something.
I am going to pull it back up.
You need to change. Do I need you to like take over hosting, or how does that work?
No, you should be fine. Let me just open it right back up.
It likes that one slide. It keeps going back to that BOD slide.
No.
Maybe that's where it was when you sent it to me or something. I'm not sure.
Okay, do you see it? The challenge group start to finish?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So, these are the core things of the challenge group: fitness, nutrition, peer support, and rewards. This was Jessica Nielsen who went through this with us. And she really touched on a lot of good things. It's not letting me change it though, Kara. There we go. So it starts with you. Take the pressure off. You don't have to be amazing. Just be yourself. Stay on the wagon. That's your job, obviously. People are going to follow you, but are you actually committed to a program? Are you actually running a challenge group? Are you actually doing a program start to finish? These are things that we have to be doing as vital behaviors, obviously, as a coach. But, don't get too comfortable. They want us to chase the challenge and raise the bar. So I'm going to post for you at the end. There are some ideas to make your challenge groups a little bit more exciting and just to kind of mix it up a bit instead of like Tasty Tuesday and Sweaty Selfie that we see one more of those things, I'm going to scream. So these are some new fresh ideas, but really get to know what the challengers are doing in there. Why are they there right now? What are their goals? This is not about you. Yes, you're on your journey, but like you're here to serve them and to give them value and to coach them through their journey. And they're going to match your vulnerability. So if you say like, oh my God, I had such a busy day, I did not get my workout done today, tell them that and have them help push you back to you, help them hold you accountable and say, help me get my workout done tonight, guys. I have pizza in my fridge, help me stay away from it. Like be vulnerable, but show that you're a real person, which is kind of what we should be doing on social media anyway, but don't feel like you have to be in this challenge room and be like, I had a perfect day today. I always am like that. I'm like, I fell off the wagon today. Like I just did not eat well, so don't be afraid to do that. I'm going to need you to do it, Kara. I don't think it's going to let me.
I moved to the next slide. That one?
So then the next slide is just basically giving you the ideas. I posted them in the challenge group too, or in the No Limits Fitness group, but the photo challenge. So that's like some new ideas for the Monday through Sunday. So I thought they were really creative. So I'll kind of can't really see it in the thing. So Monday was daily routine. Tuesday was what are you reading? Wednesday, what's your guilty pleasure? Thursday was what's your favorite move? Friday was what's inside your fridge. Saturday, what's your hobby? And Sunday, what are you having for lunch? So there's just like some new ideas. I thought they were really cute. Another idea was tag your it. So it's like when you're doing your workout, you do your workout and you say, tag Kara, you're it. Show us what tag when you do your workout. And then you tag someone else. So that gets people excited to do their workouts. Which I thought was fun. And then another one was a 1 minute challenge. So this was like, they're having like a 1 minute challenge per week. So they're going to like pick a few days per, I think it was like max of 3 people per day. So you posting like a workout move that you want to do for 1 minute. You're challenging people to do that workout for 1 minute and then posting below once they've done it. So that was kind of a cool idea. And just like funny different memes in there. And like, there was one that they posted like, Adam was working out every day and then Adam went missing. We have a search warrant out for Adam. Anyone seen Adam? So it was like kind of calling out some of your challengers, but like funny in a funny way. And then getting them to kind of come back and re-engage, especially when they were already engaged before. So I thought that was cute. What else? Create your own test group. We talked about that. We're already trying to do that with Core to Force. But, just really make your challenge groups is where we're going to find those good coaches, guys. So I know they can kind of get stale. Mix up your challenge group guides. Throw in some fresh ideas. Throw in a point system, like something new and exciting. So that was really good information. So then we had Allie Upham, and she talked about getting results and starting with belief. And she was incredible. And I felt like she was really talking to us. And she talked about joy setting. If you enjoy the process, then you will enjoy what the process produces. And I thought that was like such a great slide. She's like, are you trying to do it all, like, if you're instilling belief in your group as a whole, like trying to do it, are you trying to do it all yourself? And how many challengers do you have in your groups? Like she said, she caps it at 5 to 10 people of her own because she's giving them one-on-one attention. She's not throwing 50, 60, whatever people in a group because she can't keep track of those people. So she's like, I give them my one-on-one attention, and I create my own content. And she said, do not do Hootsuite on all your challenge groups, because that's not showing any personal attention at all, which I know a lot of us do that, which I kind of feel like if you're going to do maybe one of those, like maybe one value added post, but then you need to be in your groups engaging with the customers and being present. Because if you're just going to set up your post for 21 days and be like, I'm out, see ya, moving on to the next person, that is not what we're here to do, guys. I know we're all busy, and I know that stuff helps, but she was talking about you really need to engage with these people. And she keeps her group small. And I like that, because sometimes I feel like I only have 3 or 5, but she's like, that's what she focuses on. You know, maybe the Bonnie Engels and all the other people, maybe they have 50 people. I don't know how they keep track of them all. They can't all be quality people. Then this slide, I love this. You're either creating belief or you're creating doubt. So what kind of coach are you? You know, so this I feel like was such a good slide. And then the next one was really good. Are you a transactional coach or are you a transformational coach? She went on this forever, and she was like in our face like this. And I just thought, if you go through the transactional side, it was all about the numbers. The people are points. Like I need 2 more points. Which is kind of what people are doing this week, right? We're going, oh my God, I need 2 more points. Da, 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 da. But if you're a transformational coach, you're like people that are lives to serve. Like, who are you serving? I need to help 3 more people. I need more points. And on the transactional side, it's about me, not we as a team, filling with quantity over quality, which I was talked about earlier. It's like just bodies. You're recruiting bodies, but you're not getting the quality. And like the bottom line is coach enrollment. Like that's just recruiting. Like that's all they're like thinking about. And focus on being a top producer. I want to be the top producer this month. I want to be in the top 10. I want to be like, if that's your focus, then that's not the right attitude. So you need to be on the transformational side. It's about them, about your team, about your customers, quality over quantity. And the bottom line is our mission. Like, we're here to serve other people, guys, and get them healthy. It's not about me and I want to make, $3,000 a week. And I want to make, that's not what we're here to do. We're here to help other people. So I thought that was a really, really good slide. Another thing she said that I don't have a slide for is that we really don't have a finish line, guys. We have to paint the vision for their finish line. We're a constant work in progress. We're going to do a program and we're going to start to finish, and then we're going to move on. We're going to do another one, but we're always a work in progress, but we're focusing on them and their finish line, and create the culture of belief that they can finish the program. They can lose the 10 pounds. They can reach these goals, and make it realistic and keep following up with them. Make them all feel important and leave an open door. Don't finish the 21 days and be like, see ya, nice meeting you, moving on to the next person. Check in with them in a month or 2 and say, how's it going? I haven't heard from you in a while. How are you still on track, or what's going on? Continue to follow up with your past customers. Don't just be like, well, I can't get any more SE points from them and move on. That's not the point. You want to constantly stay engaged. When these new programs come out, then you re-engage again with them, like that kind of stuff. So just if they go MIA, like try to reconnect with them. And I thought that was really true. So now is the not so fun stuff, and it's not exciting. And I just put a few slides in here because he went on and on about a lot of different things. But compliance is so important, guys. The policies and procedures can be found in the back office. But there are some things that we need to touch on that I want everyone, since we have a big group on here, just to know some things, because it comes up all the time. And they are constantly looking for things. They're constantly suing people for taking our photos and trying to share that like people had better results. They are really on top of things on social media and things that shouldn't be happening. But from a coaching standpoint, the income claims is a big one. So if you're going to talk about how Beachbody's helped you and say, thank you, Beachbody, you have to have the income disclaimer. If you don't know what it is, you can go in the FAQs and Google what it is. But if you're going to put it on an image and say, I'm working here now, thanks for Beachbody, whatever, then on the image, you have to have the income disclaimer. If you have it in the copy, then you have to have it in the copy. Anything that relates to that. This one was interesting. I actually didn't really know this, but product claims, claims of cure. So basically when you're discussing or featuring our products and results, you have to have the FDA disclaimer for the nutritional products. So that's the disclaimer for that. Another one, bonus pools and incentives. So if we're offering incentives to our team, we cannot just be like, here's cash to do this and that. You can't just be like giving away these things. You have to sit, and if you're doing like when we did the push group, Christina could not just be like, you're going to get $3,000. She had all of us put in, $25, and then that $25 per person then dispersed out. So the money came in and went back out. It wasn't just giving cash, writing a check. We are allowed to give gift cards, and we are allowed to give little gifts and things like that. That's on the next slide. So it's the way you word it. And that just has to be something that we pay attention to. So here, you cannot say, anyone who joins my team this month will be gifted an all expense paid vacation to Vegas. Yay! Okay, that's not acceptable. But you can say, anyone who purchases a challenge pack this month, in the month of November, will receive a $25 gift card to Amazon. That's fine. And we all kind of do that. So that's totally fine. Another one is, if you keep the diamond, sorry, I can't see, these people are blocking it. If you keep the diamond rank so I can earn a Star Diamond leadership bonus, then I'll reward you with a $100 gift certificate to Louis Vuitton. Okay, can't do that. Yeah, right, Michelle, you're not getting a trip to Vegas. You can say, any of my personally sponsored coaches who achieve a paid rank of diamond as of December 31st will receive a $25 gift certificate to Lululemon. So that's acceptable. So it just gives you a little perspective on how to, portray your bonuses and incentives. Bonus buying. I'm not sure if you guys know what bonus buying is, but there are times where you're trying to reach a certain rank and things are a little close for reaching a bonus or reaching, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, whatever it is, elite, whatever. People will try to hold rank and they're afraid you're going to buy things for other people just to get yourself where you want to be. And that's not acceptable. So there's a U+2 rule. You can purchase for you plus your spouse, a parent, a child. That's okay to pay for them. So if you have them as a coach. Anything beyond that is not acceptable. And that means you cannot log in on your computer as them and buy something under them. You cannot give them money and say, do this. They do track your IP address. They will find you and they will bust you, and they have, put people on probation, and they have, cancel people's accounts. So this is a very serious thing. They do track your credit card. They've called me 3 times because my mom's name is different than mine. And I'm like, dude, it's my mom. Okay. She's my U+2. They finally stopped, but it's like, they find that stuff. So just be aware of those, because that is not a fun position to be in. You don't want to be in that position. That is the not so fun stuff. I just want to briefly talk about Melanie Mitro's video. Her speech was awesome, and that's going to be posted too. I'm not going to go into too much of that, because hers was about being a leader and the goals and rank and income and your strengths and weaknesses and strategizing. And it's kind of some of the basic stuff that we know already, but it's a great video. But I really wanted to touch on Melissa McAllister, because hers was about getting started right. And I know that also is a basic category, but I thought there were some great ideas. And a lot of us, I can see some newer coaches on here, and it gives you some good ideas. And I really liked them. So she was talking about onboarding. And when she does with her onboarding, she does emails. She does 7 emails, not just one bulk email to her new coaches. And every other day she sends a new email until she gets a response to make sure they're checking their email and they're actually doing the work. Because I send this long email and I'm like, do this. She sends a welcome video first. And then a couple of days later, she sends a welcome to the team. Here's who I am. Then she sends a training video, like, you're invited to do some training. We're gonna do a coach basics training. Here's how it's gonna work. You're invited. Then a couple of days later, you're inviting them to the challenge group and inviting them to create their own challenge group, because they're a coach and they got to start doing these things. Hold their hand and help them with that. Then the 4th one is about national wake-up calls, newsletters, FAQs, like the kind of nuts and bolts of the business. Number 5 is Shakeology. Brief description of what it is, how it helps us, the basics on that. Then number 6 is the importance of Success Club and why you need to get there, why you need to hit every month, and why you need to help 3 people, and why it'll help you grow your business. And then the 7th one is implementing all those things. Have you done all these things? Where do we stand? And that kind of a thing. And she says sometimes it doesn't get responses. So she kind of messages them and she's like, hey, are you checking my emails? Hey, are you doing them? And she kind of just nudges them. But she's like, and so that's how she kind of does her getting started. And I thought it was really creative. So I liked that, that process. And then calls. So then after they go through the 7 steps of the emails, then she does a call with them. So she doesn't call them right off the bat. She does the email stuff first, and then she does this call. And I really like these questions. They're very engaging, and it really gets you to dig deep and figure out what these coaches want to do. Number 1, what scares you the most? What excites you? How many hours can you put into coaching? Because that can help you hold them accountable. If you're working full-time, you have 3 kids, you're like, I don't have time, I can do, fine. I can do a half-hour a day. Great. So you're committing yourself to a half-hour a day. So now when you aren't hitting your goals later on, we can say, are you doing that half-hour a day? Because that's what you told me you could give. If you can give 2 hours a day, great. But it just, everyone's different. So putting that out there at the beginning. And then number 4 is, what is your very first goal? Maybe your very first goal is just posting bless you. Maybe your very first goal is just hitting, posting 3 times on social media a day. That's hard for people. Okay. So that's fine. It's a basic goal. Maybe it's hitting Success Club the first month. Everyone's different. So I love those questions. I think that those are really good. She sends a welcome packet. I'm like, I'm terrible with the mail. Like I still have Success Club things you guys haven't received. Sorry guys. But I do like this. And she buys them all in bulk, and they're very simple, but they're good. So she says, she sends what's called Rise of the Entrepreneur. It's a personal development DVD. So she sends that. She sends 1 sample of Shakeology because, hey, they may not have tried a flavor that you have. Or a sample of Energizer Hydrate, because those are all things that a lot of new coaches don't know about, and we usually have samples. So these people need to be trying the products and knowing them, so it's a good idea to have them have a sample. And then stickers. I'm like, she sends stickers? But she finds like all these, she brought a bunch of the decals from Beachbody, Shakeology, 21 Day Fix, Team Beachbody Coach. You can buy them, and so she can take those decals and you can put it on your cup, you can put it on your laptop, you can put it on your water bottle. So when you're walking around, it's wear and tear. So they're walking around with these cups now, or these whatever they have, and people can ask them about what they're doing. Instead of sending them a shirt, which is more expensive, you buy these little decals, you send it to them, and they can figure out what they want to put. They can put it on their car. I mean, I don't put it on my car, but whatever. Everyone's different. So I think that's a great idea to start wear and share right from the beginning. And the other thing was celebrating small successes, Success Club gifts, and for the new and the VIPs. So I thought it was really great. She talked about what shout out she gives and for what milestones, and then what kind of gifts she sends for those type of things. So for like newbies, if they hit Success Club at all, it's a success and they will get a prize. Or for the VIPs, she says they have to hit it by the 16th of the month. That's a requirement in order to get the gift. And the 3 things she sends is the Energy Bus book, which is an awesome book, and Energize, because we're going to get them all energized because they did a great job. And then she had like a couple little gifts that were like kind of trinkets for Beachbody coaches type thing. This was like a shutter for your phone to help improve the pictures and things. But it was like the back end of it was like it helped benefit underprivileged children. So she found things that also supported a charity, but also helped you in your business. So I thought that was really creative. So those are like the 3 things she sends. Shout outs. So she says she does a shout out for if you join Beachbody, if you hit Success Club, if you hit Success Club by the 16th, if you hit Success Club 2 months in a row, if you hit Success Starter, if you earn your ticket to Summit, rank advancement, successful Team Cup, win the Team Cup, had a baby, got married, bought a house. Like these are basically all things we've done already, but that she's just instilling them. And I think that a lot of teams don't do what we do. We're really good at recognition, but those were really some things that she talked about. Be present on social media, like and comment on their posts. I think we're all really good at that too, but just remember, like, especially your newer coaches, they need that extra push and encouragement. I like that we all do that. If we have a new coach, give them encouragement, and we all are really good at that. So I think that really helps. Watch the back office on Sundays and Tuesdays. Should be going in there and looking and finding positive and negatives, looking for inactivities. These are things that newer coaches don't do on a regular basis. But once you hit diamond and above and you're going through qualifications, you have to be in that regular mode. You have to understand why people are inactive. You have to understand what kind of PV they have to have. These are things you should know. And if you don't know, that's okay. Reach out to your sponsor and they'll help you. But you should be checking your back office regularly. You shouldn't just be like, what do you mean I job rank? I don't know what happened. You should be checking it. I mean, some of us check it every day, a couple of times a day, but at least, yeah, that was a little crazy. But for some of the newer coaches or, whatever, just at least twice a week. But looking at your downline too, like noticing, oh my gosh, I realized that you dropped. I'm not sure if you realize that this happened, helping them point out those things so that they get into that regular mode of looking. And then culture. Get-togethers, we do that really well. We do happy hours. We did a diamond retreat. Little things wherever you live, reaching out to your coaches that live nearby and just meet for coffee, that kind of stuff. Having an open door, making sure that they know you're available, and they're there for you. You're there for them in the trenches to help them reach their goals. And she had a good hashtag, leave it better. I really liked that. It was like, leave this business better. Like, just make every day better. Like, I thought it was a really good one. Believe in Success Club and believe in teamwork. So I'm going to kind of wrap it up there because I know we're over on time, but there was just really good energy. And I thought there was a lot of good takeaways. Make sure you watch those videos, and then definitely like Melanie Micho, because I didn't get to her. I think she was the last one. Danielle Notoni was also really good. She talked about the 4 vital behaviors, but she's just very like in your face. So it was really like, I liked what she said about, are you starting a program and finishing it? And she's like, if you're a Beachbody coach, you have to do our programs. Like, I don't care if you like CrossFit, fine, go to the box, but then do yoga retreat and talk about yoga retreat, because you cannot be a successful coach if you're not doing our programs, plain and simple. If you're not drinking the Shakeology and you're not talking about it. She's like, great, you're a marathon runner, awesome. Okay, then you should be doing PiYo and talking about PiYo. And it's true. It's like, you can't just be on this journey and be doing whatever you want to do and not talking about our programs. So that was so true. And it's like, it's not always about a physical transformation, because everyone's like, I don't always change my transformation, but fine. Then don't talk about your physical transformation. Talk about your mental transformation. Talk about when you started as a coach, where you were. Talk about where you are now. And she talks about, I was in debt, I was in a miserable marriage, I was blah, 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 and now look where I am. So there's ways to talk about your transformation. It does not have to be, I lost 50 pounds. So you have to dig deeper when you're posting that kind of stuff. So I thought that was really good too. So I don't want to keep going because we're really over. I know it's late, but so much information. Hope you guys got something out of this. And if you get chances, please try to watch those videos as you're driving or, getting ready for bed, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And the good thing is a lot of them are 15 to 20 minutes. I mean,
yeah, they're not too long. Mm-mm.
They're not long. So just break it up and get through, 2 or 3 a week. You will get that same information because we want you all to get it. Erica, you had a question. Yes, I will try to screenshot Miguel's the questions he asks. I think that's what you were talking about. Is that right, Erica? And just post that separately. We will post as well about the launch of the 30-day new coach training. They didn't really get into too much detail about that. So if you have any questions here, just drop them in the chat now. Main points of emphasis as we walk away from this call tonight, let's help our teams hit Success Club. Some of us on this call probably haven't hit Success Club yet. We have 7 days, you guys. I will send out my 15 messages tonight. I know from past conversations, from follow-ups, from people, it's just the time of year just means you have to dig a little bit deeper and really connect with people, establish trust, and help remind them why they contacted you to begin with. So I know we can all do it. Let's push at the end of October hard. Let's all get there and help our coaches get there. And of course, Quarter Force. I'm a brawler. They have the coolest.
They do.
Yeah, this will be available in the next month or so. So that's it. We hope you guys have a great night.
Did you want a picture, Kara?
Tuning in. Pardon?
Did you want a picture?
Oh yeah, let's take a picture. I always forget. Let's take a picture really quick. We have 2 pages. So show me the pearly whites. Ready? Okay, page 1 and 1 more. Oh, maybe some people dropped off. I don't have a second.
I feel like it's really long. We're getting off.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't see the arrow. So thank you guys. Let's crush this launch. Okay. Just go for it and go whatever program you're doing right now. Hopefully you're going to start Quarter Force next month, but go all in every single day. And I promise that is going to trickle down into, your coaches and your challengers. Thanks again, everybody.
Hey guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See you soon.